Empress to them on my mind, brother. I swear. I don't even know. It's just mad beautiful, mad sexy. Sent from Rastafari. My African queen, you know, yeah. My Nubian queen, you know. Me, I bring her on the scene, you know. Rastafari is gonna become mean, you know. She's my African queen, you know. Yeah. My Nubian queen, you know. Me, I bring her on the scene, you know. Rastafari is to the Empress become. I
am your queen, you are my king. Feeling so high off the love that you bring.
Eating your touch, yeah.
Won't close my eyes cause I can't miss a thing. Grab me by the waist, I want your body.
Hey, y'all smash the like button as y'all coming.
Real sexy cause you tell me all the while. My heart skips a beat, look in my eyes. Let's fly away,
yeah.
get lost for the night. In the real life, she's my African
queen, yeah. Blessed love and blessed day. Oh, box world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fighting. This is real life boxing. Yeah. My African queen, you know, yeah. My Nubian queen, you know. Hey, y'all smash on the like button as y'all coming to the screen. Out to talk some boxing on the late night. Yo, will you be watching the Jeff Horn fight tonight? Yeah, I'm watching Jeff Horn against Sarafa. I'm gonna check out Jeff Horn against Sarafa. Salute Olim. I'm gonna watch Horn versus Rafa. I'm gonna have to try to scream it. I'm gonna have to try to scream Jeff Horn against Zarafa. Zarafa stopped Horn the first time. Jeff Horn said he wanted a rematch. He got it. Hey, Jeff Horn said he wanted a rematch against Zarafa. He got it. Yeah. We have to talk some boxing tonight, man. AJ, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. Hey, they created a tag team. They created a tag team against Deontay Wilder. Or is AJ playing mind games with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? I think AJ is feeling himself. You know what I'm saying, after his performance against Andrew Ruiz. I think he got his I think AJ got the juice back. Feeling himself, you know what I'm saying? AJ figured, let me play some mind games with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Since these dudes stayed on my name, you know what I mean, when I was going through my thing. Tyson Fury always calling Anthony Joshua big dog, sir. Now AJ offers up his services to Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Is AJ really trying to help out Tyson Fury, or is AJ just trying to get the help for himself? I think AJ just really wants the good work for himself.
Excuse me. Yeah, AJ got his mojo back for real. He's feeling it. AJ's feeling himself. Nobody can tell AJ shit right now. AJ's like, what? I got my straps back. I outboxed this dude. This dude couldn't touch me. AJ's feeling himself right now. They can't say nothing to AJ. So AJ's like, in these dudes' heads, man. Let me play some mind games with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fury, I'll come help you out in camp. Yeah, right. AJ's just trying to get that work for himself. How you want to help Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder when eventually you got to end up fighting both of these cats? You know what I'm saying? I think AJ's playing mind games with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Since everybody was always talking about how mentally strong or AJ was, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was never giving AJ credit, especially after he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? After he got stopped, people pretty much already thought he was a mental midget, and then once he got stopped, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? Once AJ got stopped, it was a wrap. Everybody, oh, AJ got no heart. He's not mentally built for this. You know what I'm saying? He's weak-minded. He was having panic attacks and everything else. So now AJ's back in full force, full effect. Got his straps back. Feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like Leo Lim said, he got his mojo back. AJ's feeling it. So AJ's like, let me go ahead and play some mind games with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Since these dudes been on my neck the whole time, now it's time for me to jump on these dudes' neck. Start playing around with them. Hey, Fury, I'll help you out training camp if you need help. And of course, Fury replies to AJ laying on the table getting massaged by another man. Telling AJ, yeah, I'll gladly have you in camp, chump. Or chill, whatever the hell he called him. AJ's just trying to get that good work for himself. You know what I'm saying? I think AJ's really trying to help out Tyson Fury to defeat Deontay Wilder. AJ's just trying to get that work for himself. AJ's like, he got Usyk coming up. Usyk is a mover. You know what I'm saying? Usyk moves around. Tyson Fury moves around. AJ's like, let me get some of this work, Fury. Let me get some of this work, Gypsy King. You know what I'm saying? And let me fuck with Dante, fuck with Wilder at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Try to get in these dudes' head. I think AJ got something up his sleeve. I don't think AJ is genuinely trying to help out Tyson Fury. I think AJ is trying to get that. He's just trying to get that good sparring for himself. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get that good work for himself. AJ. Deontay Wilder's about to be like, it's Bomb Squad, baby. Look it. Y'all had to team up. Y'all had to team up to be against me. Y'all had to team up. You know what I'm saying? You know Bomb Squad's about to ride that wave. Y'all had to team up to defeat the Bronze Bomber. It's it makes it interesting, you know what I'm saying? It gives us a bunch of shit to have to cover and talk about outside of the boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty interesting if AJ goes to Tyson Fury training camp, but I honestly doubt that it will happen. But saying, like I said, it definitely gives us shit to cover and shit to talk about outside the boxing ring. But I don't think that AJ is gonna go to into Tyson Fury's training camp. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, AJ got a mandatory coming up pretty soon. You know what I mean? So he's probably trying to get some good sparring for himself as well. You know what I mean? And of course, the two of them sparring, each other, that's good sparring. You know what I'm saying? That's good work. I don't know if AJ would be able to help Tyson Fury with Wilder because AJ You know what I mean? He don't really fight like Wilder at all. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in my past video, Wilder's really unorthodox. He's kind of hard to mimic. You know what I'm saying? Because he's liable to do anything in there. You know, AJ being able to help Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Where Deontay Wilder's concerned, but it is good sparring. You know what I'm saying? And good sparring is good sparring. You know what I mean? Good sparring is definitely good sparring. So, um, like I said, it'll be nice though. You know what I'm saying? It'll definitely give us more more shit to cover. You know what I mean? So that would be nice if they do. But if they end up sparring, I don't know. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens where that's concerned. We got Jamel Charlo versus Tony Superbad Harrison this weekend, and I'm real excited about this fight. Really amped about this fight, and y'all see the title. Tony Harrison knocked out in training camp. Jamel Charlo is impressing Tony Harrison about having gotten knocked out in training camp or faking his injury. Says it wasn't a legit ankle injury. He got knocked out in training camp, rolled his ankle, and he was unsure of himself. That's why he pulled out of the June fight. I've been saying that Tony Harrison had faked his injury. You know what I'm saying? I had videos about that before, and mad dudes coming on, you know what I'm saying? Dudes coming at me like, yo, Tony Harrison, he didn't fake his injury, whatever have you. And look, comes out, and Jamel Charlo's pressing him, and he's on him hard about Tony Harrison faking his injury. And Tony Harrison hasn't said nothing. He hasn't said nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? As far as, no, that didn't happen, or, you know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison ain't saying that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison hasn't really been able to say, nothing where that's concerned. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps saying, oh, whatever. But Jamel Charlo's pressing Tony Harrison about having gotten knocked out in training camp. So I'm saying, if Tony Harrison really got knocked out in training camp, where is his head at? You know what I'm saying? We already seen this go down with Anthony Joshua, where it was alleged that he got knocked out in training camp, was concussed before the first Andy Ruiz fight, and look what ended up happening to him. You know what I'm saying? He denies all the claims, but it's still being alleged. You know what I'm saying? So if Tony Harrison was knocked out in training camp, how is he coming into this fight mentally? You know what I'm saying? How is he coming into this fight emotionally? You know what I'm saying? Because Jamel Charlo is standing on that, you know what I'm saying, on that notion that Tony Harrison got knocked out in training camp, rolled his ankle. So Tony Harrison, he got a few things to be concerned about. You know what I mean? If he got knocked out in camp, he got his chin to be worried about. And if he rolled his ankle, he has his ankle to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? He moved around a lot in the first fight. So how good is his movement going to be? You know what I'm saying? If he really had an ankle injury. Again, now his chin. In the first fight, he fought like straight defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like straight defensive he fought in the first fight. You know what I mean? Was unwilling to really let his hands go. Yeah, he counted here and there, but was unwilling to let his hands go and just fought really defensive. You know what I'm saying? Just was on the back foot the whole time. Really not trying to get hit with nothing solid. You know what I'm saying? So if Tony Harrison got sparked in training camp leading up to the second fight in June, you know what I'm saying? How is he coming into this fight mentally? You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of us boxing fans will, a lot of us boxing people who got knowledge of the sport feel like Tony Harrison definitely needs to be more aggressive in this fight. Like he needs to let his hands go. He needs to let his hands go more. I was going to say a little bit more, but a lot more, because he didn't let his hands go in the first fight at all. So he definitely needs to let his hands go in this fight. You know what I mean? And is he going to be, is he going to be scared to let his hands go because he doesn't want to take a solid solid hit on the chin? Is that why he was so defensive in the first fight? Is he going to come into this fight and do the same thing again? You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like Tony Harrison could actually maybe hurt Jermell Charlo if he was to punch with Jermall Charlo, or just stand there and set his feet and sit down on a few of his punches. But he wasn't really willing to sit there and sit down on any punches in the first fight. So is he going to be willing to do that in this fight, especially if he's been knocked out in training camp? You know what I'm saying? Where is his head at leading up to this fight? You know what I mean? He's done good for himself as far as standing up for himself in the press. The little face-to-face that they had, weakness in Tony Harrison at coming right back at Jermell Charlo, countering Jermell Charlo word for word, just being boisterous and kind of humorous at the same time. So had everybody laughing. Everybody felt like, and because of that, had everybody laughing. Because of that, Jermell Charlo was like, looked like Jermell Charlo kind of down and in his feelings, like, just mad. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like at the face-to-face, like I said, it was the first time that Jermell, he had composure, and he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know where your heart is at. You know what I'm saying? You got knocked out in camp. You fake your injury because you wasn't ready. You know what I mean? And I feel like with Jermell Charlo, knowing that, that's giving him more confidence in himself to be able to get the job done. You know what I mean? I feel like with Tony Harrison, knowing that, he's kind of, he's kind of backed down a little bit. I seen some weakness in Tony Harrison at the face-to-face, just by his body language and the little things that he was saying to come back at Charlo. You know what I mean? I'm excited about this fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say it's gonna be a good fight because we don't know what Tony Harrison is gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? If Tony Harrison comes in to fight, then this could be a war. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a fight of the year. If Tony Harrison comes in there and his chin is durable and decides that he's gonna stand there and throw punches with Jermell Charlo, this could be a war. But if he gets on the back foot again and he's fighting real defensive, it can end up being the same type of fight that the first fight was, which the first fight wasn't a bad fight, but like I said, Tony Harrison just wasn't really aggressive in that fight. And I feel like we all feel like if Tony Harrison is going to win this fight, he definitely needs to be more aggressive, because I don't see the judge giving Tony Harrison the fight again if he fought it the same way in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? If he fought the same way that he fought in the first fight in the rematch, I really don't see the judges giving Tony Harrison the victory in this fight. So, like I said, I think Tony Harrison is definitely going to have to be more aggressive in this fight. Definitely going to have to be more willing to let his hands go. Definitely going to have to be more willing to maybe stand there and not necessarily exchange with Jamal, but with Mel, but punch while Mel is punching. You know what I mean? In the first fight, he was really just countering. Mel was overshooting his right hand, you know what I mean, which makes it easy to counter when you're overshooting your right hand. You know what I mean? So Mel was overshooting the right hand, just mad overzealous, trying to get Tony Harrison out of there. You know what I'm saying? And Tony Harrison was countering him. You know what I'm saying? With a jab, little right hand every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Not often, but every once in a while, was making Jermell look bad in those spots. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, Jermell was just pressuring him, throwing a lot of punches. Tony Harrison, moving a lot, rolling. Jermell was throwing some looping punches, because that's how he had to end up throwing his punches, looping them, because Tony Harrison's defense was tight. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting a pretty much a defensive fight. You know what I'm saying? So his defense was tight. You know what I'm saying? But he was getting hit with looping shots. You know what I'm saying? Looping shots over the top. He wasn't really getting hit with like straight clean punches. You know what I mean? They were like looping. Even the shots that hurt him were like looping shots coming from over the top. You know what I'm saying? He get hit from a looping shot coming over the top, kind of dazed him a little bit. And like I said, he Mel dazed him a few times. Mel hurt Tony Harrison a few times in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Tony Harrison did land some good shots on Jermell Charlo. He landed one shot in particular that Jermell was kind of, feet were out of place, so kind of made him do a little stanky leg. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like a a bad stanky leg. He just had to reset his feet. But like I said, Tony Harrison, he definitely got to be more aggressive in this fight to get the victory. Both of these dudes could punch. Both of these dudes got punching power. Both of these cats could box. Both of them got pretty good defense. Both of them are pretty fundamentally sound. Tony Harrison is probably a better all-around boxer than Jermell Charlo is, but I think Jermell Charlo is a better fighter, more talented, stronger, faster, more athletic than Tony Harrison. But I think that Tony Harrison is a better pure boxer than Jermell. But like I said, I think that Jermell is the better fighter, if that makes sense to y'all. Either way, it's gonna be a good fight. And like I said, I'm excited. I'm real excited about this fight. I can't wait for this fight. As much trash and shit as these dudes been talking. Actually, they just put the face to face on They just put the face to face. They just put the face to face on YouTube. It wasn't on it a few days ago, but they just put it on here now. This dude's mad funny.
Now, on PBC, Face to Face. A controversial decision nearly 1 year ago.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. He manipulated the system. He ain't the real champ, and I am. I'm the real champ, and I believe that it takes me to get in there and show why I'm the champ.
Mel said he's a fraud.
Months of building anticipation.
He's a fraud. Yeah, that right hand right there.
Super fast, strong. So I just carry all the attributes that a guy really don't want to fight.
Tony Harrison hit him with a nice one too.
It's not a drop of love in my heart, man. There's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of bad blood, a lot of hate. There's only one way to settle that, man. That's fight.
Tony Harrison said no.
Charlo go toe to toe. They'll first go
Face to face.
3 seconds, 2.
On June 23rd, Jermell Charlo made a decisive statement in his first bout since losing his title 6 months earlier to Tony Harrison.
He knocked Cota out stiff though.
His third
I don't even know why the referee let that fight. The first time he dropped him, referee should have called it off.
Harrison.
I'm a much better fighter. He lucky he didn't accept this fight with me this time.
On December 22nd, 2018, Tony Harrison entered his championship fight against Jermell Charlo as a huge underdog.
Yo, Mel be killing me with
Harrison's second shot at a title.
Mel be killing me with
Charlo
that
was
lion,
undefeated.
with the lion thing
But
that
he
he
went to the
ran on
judge
his lion
scorecards,
thing.
though. The result was far from
Mel mad funny with that shit.
Harrison was a triumph he had been training for his whole life.
Hey, this fight is gonna be lit though.
You won't never catch me doing that again. Everything is calculated. Everything come with analytics nowadays. I mean,
He said everything come with analytics nowadays.
The
He
rematch was
got
set for June.
analytics on
The
his
two fighters
punches.
met to promote their rematch. Tensions were high.
One thing that y'all know I do well is destroy those that think they can run their mouth like Mr. Tony doing. Enjoy the belt while you got it right now. I don't know how well y'all take disrespect, but I don't take disrespect well.
Yo, this fight is gonna be lit.
And you ain't in my show, so keep your mouth shut.
Hey.
You see the fire coming back from him. Is this business or is this personal? Where are we at entering this rematch? It's personal.
Say keep your mouth shut.
Reluctantly, boxing take it from you. You that guy that's gotta get that.
It's personal for me. It's personal for me. Like I said, it was nothing but respect, and I showed that man respect. I showed that man love.
That's why I said in the first fight.
I'm off that.
I showed that man love, and you
get no respect.
That's what I said in the first fight. In the build up to their first fight, there was really no animosity. You know what I'm saying? They were showing mad respect for each other. Yeah, want to hit it? Real life boxing. Get y'all shut. Yeah. We got where? And we got merch. In the first fight, they wasn't disrespecting each other in the lead up. You know what I'm saying? They was mad respectful. There was no animosity in the first fight. All the animosity came at the end of the fight.
Did you see me showing you any love?
Not at all.
But Harrison's ankle injury just weeks later derailed the rematch. Now, nearly 1 year to the date of their first fight, the two will fight in a long-anticipated rematch.
And we amped
There's been
about
no
it.
love lost between the two fighters,
Yep.
who both carry the same the scheduled December rematch.
He really wasn't injured. We all boxers, you know what I'm saying? We all go through things. This sport is a wear and tear sport. They put a lot on us. They put a lot on our minds. They put a lot on our bodies. If you do this thing and you don't do it the right way, it's gonna tear you up. And maybe the smallest excuse that he could have used, he used it, and that's what got him out the fight.
You know, for me, everything happens for a reason. You know, I never questioned why God it happened to me at that moment.
Injury. Why would he do that?
Hold up, this is when they're talking about faking.
He was the A side at that point. At that moment, when I didn't walk through them doors, and you wasn't fighting me.
Why you ain't walk
You
through
was
the
the A side guy.
In reality,
You was the A side guy.
you
was the A side guy when you wouldn't fight me no more. It was your show. You right. It was your.
Make that type of accusation. Those are lofty
I'm
words.
making
You're saying
right?
he calls in, he's faking an injury. Why would he do that?
Whoa.
That's what you should be asking yourself. I don't know why you do that. Faking it for who? You?
You rolled an ankle or something?
Why,
He said-
why would I fake it?
I
He
really
said-
can't answer that question
Why
for
would
you
I think it,
because he the one that has to answer that.
Why would I
He
fake
said-
it? What is it?
He said, why would he fake an injury? And then Tony Harrison said, you have to ask him why he would say that. And then Jamel Charlo said, no.
I'm gonna tell you what I know.
He has to ask you. You're the only one who can answer that.
This man of his word, this man of his talent, his skills, this man of him, Tony Superbad.
Tony
Detroit
Superbad.
native. All of these massive things that he represent, that he got on his back, right?
Hey,
Yeah, all nothing. He goes in and says
this fight is.
big injury, and all of a sudden, a week later, 2 weeks later, it's postponed.
How
See
do you
that?
respond to that?
I said that. I did videos.
Oh, we doing all this.
I did videos. I did videos on this. I'm saying,
The thing
We
is,
defining where your heart
I'm
at.
here, ain't I?
Where your heart at?
Am I
where
here?
your heart at?
June 25th.
Am I here?
I did videos on this, right? This dude really said in an interview, and why would anybody even say this at a press conference? He said in the interview on Fight Hype or whoever it was, where Ella B standing right next to him, I could have easily pulled out of this fight. I could have faked the ankle injury and pulled out of this fight. And Leonard Ellerbein was even like, yeah, you could have. And literally like 2 days later, this dude pulled out the fight with an ankle injury.
Really hurt your ankle? Like, come on, bro. You listen to yourself.
How much
Literally like 2 days later.
Oh, man,
I'll pull out a fight to come back again and fight you again. I could just fight somebody else if I wanted to.
You can't fight anybody else because the WBC.
I could have,
order.
homeboy, listen to me.
Homeboy, you
Listen
don't
to
know
me.
nothing. You don't run boxing.
Homeboy, you don't either. Nowhere near. Cub, you a cub,
You could.
young cub.
You
Well,
could.
Tony Harrison wasn't ready in June.
Hey, y'all smash the like button as y'all come in. This fight is gonna be lit,
Stepped up, you took a pair.
and I'm excited about it. Y'all be on the lookout for my fight. My fight breakdown and prediction is coming tomorrow. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. Fight breakdown and prediction. Tony Superbad Harrison versus Jamel Charlo. It's going down this weekend. It's gonna be lit.
I'm back. I had all them distractions. Now what I'm gonna do is again. I love it.
Who's living in who's said killer?
Back.
Hype me
He back on his game. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break him back down again. That's what I do, piece by piece. I'm gonna just break him down. If you want to learn something, come sit by me. Come shadow me a little bit. I'll show you something.
You don't want me to go back and tell the truth about things. You lie to your city, you lie to your fans.
Oh.
You could have had another fight in June, but unfortunately,
I'm here now.
See, this is the part where Mel gets in his head.
Where your heart was, and they
Oh.
don't mention it. Nobody would get another fight. You could have had another fight.
I think Charlo was in Harrison's head now, killer.
Unfortunately, because I found out where your heart was. And
Oh.
they ain't gonna mention it. Nobody would. You don't
Said
want
I
me to
found
talk
out where
about
your
it.
heart
You don't want
was.
me to go back and tell the truth about things.
You
lied to your city. You lied to your fans. You lied to everybody, and you pulled out the
Oh.
fight because you wasn't ready for what I was getting ready to deliver to you. But it ain't went nowhere. The problem is I get more ammo. I get more investment to invest into me.
Right in this scene right here, Tony Harrison's not looking too sure of himself.
There's fire coming back from this side of the table. What is it about this rivalry and you in particular as an opponent for
That's
Jamal
what I said.
Charlo
It's gonna be a
that
war.
brings
If Tony
out that
Harrison
passion?
is willing to let his hands go in this fight, you know what I'm saying, and not fight so defensive, this could be a war.
He fear everything about me, bro.
Unfortunately. My life is amazing.
He fear everything
You know
about me.
nothing about my life.
He know I'm a
Why would I ever want to be another
He
man?
know I'm a threat. Cause you like the way I walk, the way I walk. You like the way I got my Tim's and ties. You like me. You like anything about me, boy.
Tim's? I don't even have a pair of those shoes in my
He
closet.
like the way I do what I do. He like the way I talk when I told him.
Tony Harrison said he liked my Tims. Jamal Charlo said Tims? I don't even have a pair of them shits in my closet.
You don't even have confidence in yourself.
Shit.
Laughing at your own jokes.
B, he like the way I do what I do, bro. I'm a threat to him.
This energy he portraying ain't really him. I'm telling you, I know something about you, boy.
Hey.
You made out of style. And they made you up to be this clown. It's not right. Because you got a different animal.
But if Tony Harrison is willing to fight, this could definitely be a war.
And the good thing about me right now is I know the difference of me. And you don't know the difference in me. And the
This
good thing
this
is,
fight could definitely be a war.
What is that difference? What is the difference between you
I'll show
from the
y'all
first
December
fight
21st.
to this
Tony
rematch?
Harrison, he definitely got to be more aggressive in this fight to get the win. Because like I said, I doubt the judges are going to give him a decision if he fights the way that he fought in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? I doubt he's getting that decision again. So he's going to have to go out there and fight this man. You know what I'm saying? So this shit could be a war.
I'm a better athlete than
People thought Richard Colmay and Teofimo Lopez was going to be a war last week. This might be a war.
beat this man at anything we do. I'm just that better athlete. And I know in my heart I would never lose to a sucker. He's a sucker.
Oh, shit.
I would never in my life lose
What makes me
Oh,
everything.
shit.
explain all of this stuff?
You
can't explain nothing. You talking. You just talking. Explain. Like I said, you got knocked out in camp, and I said you.
I just said whatever you
pulled
said.
out the fight.
Oh.
Right? I said you pulled
I
out the
said
fight.
whatever you said, and then I said, what did I say?
But I stated facts.
See?
All you doing
He
is
said he's
throwing
stating
out
facts.
facts.
Tony Harrison got sparked in camp.
Go up and speak.
Now I'm saying,
You a sucker. That's realistic.
who you knocked out?
now I'm saying,
Name a name that you knocked out.
if AJ got sparked in camp and, you know, on the lead up to the Andy Ruiz fight, if he got knocked out in camp and then he got knocked out against Andy Ruiz, you know what I mean? People said AJ's head wasn't in that fight. AJ was nervous. AJ had a panic attack. So I'm saying, if Tony Harrison was knocked out in training camp leading up to this fight, how is his head going into this fight? How is his spirits going into this fight? How is his mental stability going into this fight? You know what I'm saying? How is his emotions going into this fight? You know what I'm saying? Is he really ready? Or does he have some doubt? Because he knows that he was knocked out in training camp, which resulted to him pulling out of the first fight. So can he be going into this rematch with some doubt? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
I'm the people's champion. You a title.
You was a sucker. There were three
Shit.
judges that night who would
Man,
disagree.
Charles
What
said
happened?
All
you-
three of them. Nah, guess what? Oh, no, the referee, the judges don't like me. They ain't got nothing to do with them scoring no fight.
You know what? I can't see. These are the things that could dig into.
If he wins, what's next to him? What's next for him is J-Rock.
That I actually can't answer. They didn't like me. They didn't like me. A lot of people.
If he loses, back to the drawing board.
You know, they don't like the gift that we have. I'm passionate, like y'all say. He say it's emotional. I say it's passion. Yup.
Well, if he loses, maybe him and Jared Hurd would get it on. If he wins, he got unification with
At
J-Rock.
their press conference in November to announce their rematch, Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison both made their contempt for one another clear. On December 21st in Ontario, California,
These dudes are hilarious.
playing as equals, each playing their part in an unexpected and now bitter rivalry that has grown and grown since the end of their first fight.
You lied to your city. You lied to your fans. You lied to everybody. And you pulled out the fight because you wasn't ready for what I was getting ready to deliver to you, to destroy you.
Charlo be just so mad.
Everything we do. I'm just that better athlete. And I know in my heart, I would never lose to a sucker. He's a sucker. I'm in his head. I'm in his head, man. He like I don't react to stuff he's saying. You know, he hate it. He hate that I don't answer the questions he want me to answer. I'm just in his head, man. I'm dancing in that.
Stop on the music, boy. And all of this persona that he's putting on is not enough. Mental what? I'm actually happy and good in my life. It seems like I'm getting in his head. It seems like a lot of stuff that I'm speaking are facts. He's not liking it right now. I'm gonna get into it a little bit more with him. Find out where he at. Find out where he at. Cause I know something about his heart. See, when a man can find out your heart, find his weakness.
Shit.
I gave
Hey,
you
Mella's pressing him. I ain't even gonna lie.
Back to PBC face to face, Saturday, December 21st. We're gonna get down
Mella's
to this
pressing the
rematch in
shit out
Ontario,
of him.
California, and live on Fox. It's getting hot in here. It's heating up. With 364 days before
The dude who's running the
that
interview
rematch.
is loving it.
Is personal? Is business? Is this sport? What are we gonna see between those ropes?
I'm gonna dominate that man.
I don't like Tony Harrison.
I'm gonna dominate that man.
Tony Harrison is his name.
I'm gonna dominate this man.
His job done.
I'm gonna dominate this man.
Is
Shit.
it personal? Or
I'm
is
a
it
talk.
Nigga said
I'm
phony
a real
Harrison.
tycoon, and I run
Yeah,
this.
these dudes are
Unfortunately-
hilarious.
Unfortunately, you don't even
Oh,
know. You
shit.
can't bag up not one word you say.
How's the rematch gonna be different?
Nigga said phony Harrison.
How the rematch gonna be different? I'm gonna knock his ass out.
Well,
How the rematch gonna be different? It's easy to explain that.
Tony,
Come on, man.
when it comes to that rematch, he says
Oh,
those three
shit.
judges will not be needed. You're going to get knocked out on December 21st.
Cool.
How do you prevent that in the rematch?
I mean, like I said, he gonna talk, man. He gonna live in his
No,
own
well,
little
X's
fantasy.
and O's. Let's talk about how this fight will actually look.
As long as he's walking his earth, there's nothing he can do to beat me. I won't lose to suckers.
Are you in his head now? I
I won't lose to suckers.
I don't know
I
what.
won't lose to no
He did
suckers.
not answer your question.
I'm gonna dominate this man. I don't even want to stop. I just want to beat him 12 rounds like he stole something. I just want to just take him, just hold him up and just whip him with a belt. You shouldn't have did that, son. I just want to just hold. I don't even want to.
Chase Money, you got Tony? That's what's up.
You see the childish.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta listen.
You guys are talking to me. I want to see.
Hey, it's any man's fight for the taking. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my fight. I'm uploading my fight prediction tomorrow, so it'll be up on the channel tomorrow. But it's anybody's fight. It's gonna be lit.
I beat you already. I'm talking about now.
But like I said, Tony Harrison definitely got to be more aggressive in this fight.
Let's close with some real talk right here.
You Cub City.
Hey, are you ready?
I want everybody.
He definitely got to be more aggressive in this fight.
No excuses for me.
What's no excuses this
No
time?
excuses for me.
You had a lot of excuses
I
June
ain't-
23rd.
Did
Did you not? We were supposed to meet in Mandalay at the Vegas. In Vegas.
Ain't no excuse.
What was the excuse then?
There's no excuse.
Champ,
Yeah.
how do you beat this man a second time where there is no disputing, there is no controversy? I want an answer. What happens in this rematch? How do you beat Jermell Charlo?
I just gotta do me. I just gotta be just a little dude, like do me times two.
He said do me times
He's just
two.
a dominant guy, which he's not.
Oh,
So I
shit.
can't sit back and just let him. I just gotta take it to him.
Jermell, I want to ask you the same question. Rematch, live on Fox, December 21st. How do you get your belt back?
He said do me
Let them
times two.
judges make no decision.
I'm coming.
That's what I need.
All right, you got it. You got it.
Or you gonna-
No excuses.
We ain't gonna run.
No excuses,
Thank you.
man.
That ankle
No
good.
excuses.
That fake ankle.
No, it's
that
good.
fake,
No
fake
excuses,
ankle
man.
good.
No
You
excuses.
said you didn't get
Did-
surgery.
hey, did-
Don't come out of nowhere. No, don't come out of nowhere with the
You
complaint.
the one that's coming up with all the
You don't-
excuses.
No,
man.
I'm not coming up with
You
no
coming up with all
excuses.
this.
No excuses.
Tony Harrison,
Yeah,
December
go ahead.
21st. How
Lay
does
it
this
down.
rematch end?
I am gonna dominate this sucker. I'm gonna dominate. Everyone I'm
Oh
gonna
shit.
dominate.
Final prediction.
Yo, these dudes.
Sleep cold.
Jamel Charlo says
Like
sleep
everybody
cold.
else, you watch me put to sleep. Have you seen TKOs?
Fought 33 guys.
Have you seen I knocked 16 of them out. Have you seen TKO?
That's
They
less than 50.
not no TKO.
That's less than 50.
We could go into your box rec and find out who you really slept. And look at their
Yeah.
records. They never gave me an easy fight, so that's gonna matter. That's all of these things gonna matter.
Fireworks. Get your
Hey, this
popcorn
fight is
ready.
gonna be lit.
Saturday,
Yeah, get your
December
popcorn
21st.
ready.
Live on
Have
Fox.
who you fought.
The
And we're gonna be
rematch.
live for this fight, man. It's gonna be lit, and I'm excited for it.
I'm the real champ.
And
You still trying to prove to me?
Harrison.
You still trying to prove to me that you're
oh shit. And I hope you guys are excited for it as well, man. It's gonna be nice. Hey, salute to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna hop off this for the night. I know y'all see my eyes red as hell. I'm gonna go get some rest. But salute to everyone in the chat. Chase Money, Leo Lim, Killer Kill, Kills Corner. I'll make sure y'all go and subscribe to Killer Kill at Kills Corner. Hey, make sure y'all check out the uploads of the day. And like I said, look out for the prediction video dropping tomorrow. You guys protect yourself at all times. Keep fighting your fight. Peace and one love. Get out of here. Yeah.